Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy 12. This is ET Young for this. Last time we did some hunts. I was planning on doing one more hunt at the beginning of this video, but it's in the Giza Plains during the rain, and for some odd reason my game decided to say screw the rain, we're gonna be dry. So anyway, before we continue on, there are a few spells that I would like to get. Namely Blizzara. That's the level 2 Blizzard spell. I'm gonna get everything else. I'm gonna have a use for Berserk because a friend has the license for it, and Kiraga, I'm not gonna be able to use it quite yet, but I think once I get a certain Esper, what's his name, Bosch, will actually be able to get access to it, so that'll be quite nice. And again, if I ever get around to getting the friggin' Espers, because with the optional Espers, they like to put conditions on the battlefield, like magnetism, to where you can't actually use heavy armor, or no magic barrier, so you can't use any magic, or or maybe even a combination of a whole bunch of them, but it's kind of annoying. So as of now, we're just gonna go ahead and continue on with the main story of the game and go up here to Mount Baromesis. Again, I still have no idea how to pronounce it, so don't ask me. Meh, in my opinion. Alright. So yeah, you could talk to these people. I don't think they have anything really interesting to say. Yeah, apparently there's refugees here. For some odd reason, I can't remember, nor do I even really give a flying poop about. Sorry, peeps. But we're here to actually get more info on how to destroy the goddamn Empire. So yeah. Anyway, let us go into the Holy Circle. Yeah, don't ask. Please, don't. I thought there was a cutscene right there, but apparently not. Okay, there's where the cutscene activates. Yo, dude, are you awake? At all?
Is he sleeping?
No, my child.
Whoa.
I do not sleep. I dream. For reality and illusion are a duality. Two parts of a whole. Only the mirror of dreams reflects what is true.
Anastasis, Your Grace. I am
Lay
Ashelia.
down your words. Ashelia, daughter of Ramanas, I have dreamt your dream. Who better to carry on the Dalmascan line than she who bears the Dawn Shard? Your dream of a kingdom restored is known to me.
Grand Kiltius, then give us your blessing. Grant the Lady Ash her accession to the...
I do not suppose this is something you might reconsider. My little Emperor-in-waiting. You called and I have come.
This is the man I wanted you to meet. Believe it or not, he is a member of the noble house Margrace, rulers of the Rosarian Empire.
I am but one of very, very many. Try as I might, I could not stop this war alone. Thus, I came seeking Lars's assistance. Alcide Margrace at your service. To think I stand before the Lady Ash, it is truly an honor. I see it is true after all. Ah, stunning is Dalmasca's desert bloom.
In Arcadia, Larsa. In Rosaria, Al Cid. They dream not of war. Should empire join with empire, the way will open for a new Ivalice in our time.
Gran Kiltias, you speak much of dreams, but in the real world, war is upon us.
Gran Kiltias, I was told my coming here would prevent this war. I was to assume my father's throne and announce the restoration of Dalmasca, treat with the Empire for peace, and persuade the Resistance to stay their hand. I have not come all this way to be asked to reconsider.
A word from you and the Resistance would stop cold, and Rosaria's pretext for joining the war scattered off to the four winds. This was what we had hoped. Alas, circumstances change. A full 2 years have passed since your reported death. Were it to become known you are still alive, I fear it could only worsen our current situation.
Because I am powerless to help.
Nay, in fact, it has little to do with you.
Then what? If Lady Ash were to extend her hand in friendship, perhaps I could then persuade the Emperor. His Excellency will solve things peacefully.
The Emperor Gramis is no more. His life was taken.
Father.
I think I spoiled that a little too early, but yeah, I think I said before, he dies. Surprise, surprise. Now, that makes Vayne the new Emperor of Arcadia.
What possible cause could we have to lay hand on our Emperor?
A deception and an outrage! The Senate will not stand for this!
A viper amongst our senators?
With Chairman Gregoroth as its head. With what dignity remained him, he confessed to the poisoning and passed his own
A
sentence.
viper with many tails. Much of the Senate is culpable.
We had no choice but to strip the Senate of authority and assign powers of autocracy to myself until such time as order...
Spare me your lies! I see the serpent coiled here before me!
Trace, you speak too freely.
Zargabath! Do not tell me you join in this mama's farce!
With Rosaria poised to invade at any moment, our leader must have a free hand.
The once great House Solidor is now reduced to myself and my dear brother Larsa.
Surely you would not go so far. Vayne Solidor! As Judge Magister and upholder of the law, I hereby place you under arrest.
On what charges?
You misunderstand. Vayne did not make himself autocrat. It was the very Ministry of Law which you serve. Do you see it now, Drace? When you bared your sword at His Excellency, you bared your sword at the law.
You wear the mama's motley well, Bergen. Such strength. Inhuman.
Zargabath, take the Alexander. You will accompany Bergen and bring Larsa back to me.
Sire.
Your Excellency, Lord Larsa was placed under my charge.
Oh? Perhaps you mistook your orders then. I can see no other explanation for why you were reporting and conjecturing on my doings to my late father.
Your Excellency.
A hound begging for scraps at the Emperor's table. Would you serve another master, hound? You may fulfill your duty as Judge Magister before us all. She has been tried and found guilty.
Your Excellency, I beg you reconsider.
Do it. I care not. Live, Gabrantha. Protect the young lord. Protect Lartha.
Forgive me.
Pray be quick.
And so House Solidor lives on.
Aye, that does. Yeah, there's a few things that are brought up in that cutscene that I kinda are confusing to me. I'll tell you after this.
Let us suppose you approach the Empire with a peaceful resolution. The late Emperor Gramis would have lent you his ear, that much is certain, but we are dealing with vain Solidor. Should the princess return, he would claim her an impostor, all to tempt the resistance into battle. Vayne wants this war, that much is certain. As our ill luck would have it, the man is a military genius.
The dreams have told me thus. To reveal yourself would imperil us all. I see war, and Vayne's name writ bold on history's page.
Arcadia's banners fly high. They are making ready for the coming war. According to our latest reports, the Western Armada prepares for war, under Vayne's command no less. The newly formed 12th Fleet has already been deployed. Oh yes, the Imperial First Fleet stands ready. They'll be underway as soon as the Odin's refit is complete, and there is more. The 2nd Caravan Expeditionary Force is being called in to replace the missing 8th, so there will be no gaps. The largest force ever seen!
And then, the Nethicite is the coup de grace. Grand Kiltius, your grace. I spoke to you of my succession. Let us put that aside. Should I become Queen of Dalmasca now, powerless as I am, I can protect nothing. With a greater power at my disposal, perhaps then.
It is the Nethicite of which you dream?
I require something far greater.
To wield power against power. Truly, the words of a Hume child.
I am descended from the Dynast King himself.
Indeed. Then you have but one choice. Seek you the other power Wraithwall left.
Does such a thing exist?
Journey across the Paramana Rift to the still shrine of Miriam. There rests the gift he entrusted to the Grand Kiltius of his time. Seek it out. The Sword of Kings can cut through Nethicite. Why he would entrust the power to destroy Nethicite, the instrument of his greatness, to another and not to his own progeny, I cannot say. Awaken Ashelia Benagan, and take up your sword, or your dream will remain but a dream. My dream too fades into day.
Alright, so, yeah, that's the part where Lars leaves the party, and, yeah, whatever. I don't really care much. We'll be getting more stuff to make our party stronger anyway. I shall be back, and, yeah. Alright, so, we're off to the Still Shrine of Miriam. trying to remember. I remember the one thing that I have again with that scene that was just kind of like, what the crap is going on, is that the Empire is set up in a way where, you know, you have the Emperor and then the oldest son assumes role of Emperor as the old Emperor dies, and it goes down the bloodline like that. So it makes sense that if the Emperor dies, his oldest son, which in this case is Vayne, would actually rise up and become the next Emperor. I don't see any issue with that. That is the law. I mean, granted, if they actually found out that Vayne did go and actually kill the Emperor, then they would have means of rising up sword against him, because there's probably a law stating that you can't kill your own father. But, again, they have no proof. They're sitting there saying it's the Senate who killed the father, or killed the Emperor, and yet, what's her name? One of the judges throws a freaking fit and says, "Screw you, I'm gonna go ahead and kill you because you're freaking becoming the next Emperor and I don't like you." It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I probably should change out my freaking party, since this one I was running around with. But I want Vanilla in my party just because she's the strongest one. Whatever. Oh well. Oh, and I forgot I did that. I can't remember what the other issue I had with that cutscene, but there was something else. Maybe if I actually watched it again. Oh well. But anyway, we're gonna go down south and see if we can get to the still Shrine of Miriam. And we only have about, like, according to my timer, about two and a half minutes to actually get down there if I want to make it in this part. I'm probably not going to get down there in this part. Oh well, we'll see. And if I wish I actually found the cartographer for this place. Did I actually buy the map? I know I bought the map for Mount Baromesis. But did I buy the map for this place? No, I did not. Alright, whatever. I think I know where I'm going. Ow, my face. Quit exploding my face. And it's probably... Oh. Also... Come on, please. Since I'm not thieving, let's have you put on Libra. Why can I not get to the correct guy? And also, let's see. Let's put Berserk on Balthier just because. Just because I can. Now, with Berserk, it grants the user basically haste, and I think it, like, either does 1.5 times or doubles the amount of strength one has, so you're basically doing a lot more damage. So, the only issue I have with Berserk is you cannot give them any commands at all. They're always in attack mode, and yeah, they'll attack anything in their way. Alright, screw this. Get away from the elemental. Screw that noise. Yeah. The elementals in this game, like I said before, you kinda have to get, watch out for them. However, yeah. Since we're actually getting strong enough, the elementals are not going to be an issue much longer. But I think I'll go ahead and call the part here, guys, and next time we'll continue onward to the Still Shrine of Miriam. This is UT Young for this signing off, saying keep things frosty.